Hey everyone, Bravo Breakdown is back. Episode 4 of The Real Housewives of Rhode Island is titled Derailed Divas. Let's get into it. Episode 4 opens. We are at Liz's home. She is saging her house after the Studio 54 blowup. Dolores is over. Love when Dolores is on. Liz says she is embarrassed about her reaction at the party, calling herself a bitter, drunken witch that just lost her shit. Then Liz casually drops the bomb that, hey, Kelsey and Dino once had a romantic thing. What we definitely find out in this episode is that the word ongoing is triggering to Liz. So basically, kind of wraps up with Dolores saying, you owe her an apology, though, to move on from this. But Liz wants an apology, too. So we shall see. Meanwhile, Kelsey, Alicia, Ashley, and Rosie hit the beach. Ashley's favorite kid-friendly spot that the other ladies immediately roast. Ashley admits she doesn't fit in with their country club vibes. Just saying, I thought the beach looked nice. It wasn't anything super fancy, but I would go there. Alicia and her pizza chips, never heard of them, but I do want to try them because I love pizza. Why wouldn't I love pizza chips? She said her grandfather was actually the first one to do it, so very cool. Rosie then invites all of the ladies to rail explorers and have a bonfire. They then start recapping. Rula feels Joellen is getting involved in their marriage. Alicia then says Rula met her husband while he was married to her Spanish teacher. And all the ladies are like, well, he isn't really that hot and doesn't look like a cheater, but we already know that this group's just amazing. Then Kelsey brings up how upset Liz got with her, and she thinks she should separate herself from Dino due to all the rumors. Alicia then says, we do have to walk on eggshells around Liz, and admits she gets scared of her sometimes. So pan over to Joellen's house, and her sister Jen is helping around the house since she is on a work trip. This dynamic is also interesting since her sister and husband share some form of a romantic past as well. I would not know how to deal with that. But it's nice when close family can step in and help out with your kids rather than having to hire a nanny or a babysitter. But her and her sister seem very close. So I'm sure if a scandal comes out, we'll know about it. Then we pan over to Alicia's house. Family is coming over. Liz comes over. Lots of food being set up everywhere. This is my kind of get together. Rula comes over and Ashley comes over. The convo eventually changes back to Alicia and her fiance and their relationship with Billy. She is still hesitant to get married. She wants more of a commitment. She's upset that when they did discuss marriage and it sounds like there was a prenup kind of being worked up, she was upset in the prenup that he wouldn't put her name on the house. I can see why she's upset. They've been engaged for a very long time. They have a child together. I don't know. I believe just one I've seen so far, but they have a family together. Can see why she's upset. I would expect to be on a house with my partner, if we had children together. And it makes Rula emotional when Alicia's aunt brings up infidelity in her relationship. And rightfully so. Rula is going through it. But on the funnier side, her aunt seemed like a hoot. That seemed like a great get together. I was kind of jealous I wasn't there, actually. There seems like a lot of gossip and tea would be served there. So, so pan over to Rosie and Ashley playing with Ashley's kids. Rosie said she's feeling the pressure to have kids, but says her husband's working so much and admits they were actually trying before she got married, but she's still in a gray area and is leaning toward no. She said her mom was very critical growing up and doesn't want to mess up a kid. Totally understandable. Um, but Rosie's smart. I think she'll make the right decision, whatever she decides. I just hope it's not a deal breaker for her husband because that would be a shame because she seems to really love him and vice versa. So, pan over to Liz cleaning out the sport fishing boat that her husband recently sold, saying her husband would be gone 3 weeks and then home 3 days and then gone again. That would be really difficult. I don't know if I could do that. That's basically a long distance relationship. Kelsey comes over to help, and Liz admits she is not proud of her reaction, um, using the word ongoing about Dino. Kelsey says she has a different experience with him because hers wasn't so good. In a weak moment, she admits she hooked up with him. She says she has PTSD from their situation, so I believe her. Whatever happened with him obviously wasn't good. I think she just needs to she just wants to be separate from it. But the ladies end up resolving everything and seem to put it behind them, so that's good that they got to talk it out. Then it's time for the big group outing, Rail Explorers. The ladies pedal through the woods, then settle into a gorgeous waterfront setup for food, feelings, and fresh conflict. Again, Dolores is in this episode. I love it. Like, can she please just be on both all the time? She needs to be two housewives. We need her. Rail Explorers looks fun. I wonder if they have something like that in the Pittsburgh area. It looks fun. I would try something like that. I gotta look into it. So, as they're gathering around the waterfront and hanging out afterwards, Alicia tells the ladies that she has all kinds of ideas for the restaurant that her and her husband managed together, Pizza Mama. She said she's already put in so much in 11 years to this business, but she has no ownership. The ladies tell her to talk to her husband about ownership in the business. And they suggest, hey, let's role play how this conversation would go. Um, and it really gets Alicia emotional. Rula reminds her, even though she is not earning the money right now, she is doing everything around the home, and that has worth too. Ashley and Rosie say they are intimidated by Liz. And Liz replies, she goes, deep down, she's super sensitive. It's partly a defense mechanism. I mean, who can relate to that? I think like a lot of people. Liz again apologizes for her behavior at the Studio 54 party. I can tell she was not proud of that. She keeps on apologizing. So, Alicia then gets thrown under the bus by Rosie, saying that her behavior won't change. Alicia then realizes what is going on here, calls Rosie an effing troll, a thirsty bitch, and a whore. She's upset about the twist of words she is using. Ashley sees this as Alicia having blind loyalty to Liz. Liz then follows Alicia, says she understands her reasoning with Rosie because she experienced the same thing at the Studio 54 party. Rosie then wants to talk separate with Alicia. She apologizes and says she's not coming from a bad place and wants to be friends. Alicia says she is a sensitive gangster, like Cardi B. So to me, she admits she runs hot sometimes. She gets heated, but can forgive. I actually think Alicia is growing on me a lot. I just like her a lot. I want to hang out with her and eat pizza chips. She just seems like a genuine person. I mean, episode 4 proves once again that these women don't just bring the drama, they bring layered relationships, deep insecurities, and wildly tangled histories. Somehow, they still manage to pedal a rail cart in full glam, which is why we watch, right? I love this I'm just loving this season. I just want to keep watching, finding out what happens. So stick around. That's it for this Bravo breakdown on Just Saying. Thank you for listening and stay tuned as I continue recapping season 1 of The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. What do you think of this new franchise? Thoughts on the episode so far? Send me a message, leave me a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.